Hey there, it's Jennifer. We are at World Market today to check out the Halloween. Okay, some of the first things I'm seeing here are these really cute little yoga skeleton pumpkins. They are $9.99 each, and it looks like there are 3 poses. So we have the one with his arms up, the ones with his hands in front, and then this one here sitting this way. I'm also really liking this little skelly butterfly wing character here at $19.99 for this one. Has its arms kind of crossed over its knees here, and the wings are green and black with gold detail. There's also one in this position as well, and that one back there is the same. It's going to be the same price. Yeah, 20 bucks, $19.99. So look at this little snail here that I found. It's so cute. It's definitely resin, not metal. It just painted to look like metal. It does light up. There's a little light inside. Don't want to pull the tab on that. This is going to be $12.99. And you can see I can wrap my whole hand around it. They also have this wall hanging piece here. It's kind of hard to see all on top of each other. So you have the bats on a branch here with the moon, and on either side you have 2 spiders hanging down over here, and then with this bat you have another 3rd spider over there. It does have some cobwebs and things on it. This is $24.99 and it is made out of metal. And in terms of size, I would say the branch itself is probably 14-16 inches long. And then they have their terracotta pumpkins here. So this is probably 14 inches, maybe 16 with the stem on it. It's gonna be $34.99 for that one. And then the smaller squat one is $29.99. And that one, it's about the same size as my hand plus a little extra for the stem. And these little baby ones, I can fit right in the palm of my hand. These are $6.99, and they just have a place in the back to put in a tea light. These other 2, do they have that? Yeah, so the back of them are open like that. So you can put in your own LED tea light or candle in those. Really pretty. They also have this glass skull down here, $19.99. Actually, it's not glass. It looks like glass. It's just plastic. And it's going to light up. It needs a battery, though, to do that. This little pumpkin is really interesting. It's $24.99. It has fairy lights inside, but then it also has these butterflies in there, these black and yellow butterflies. I've never seen anything like that before. And this definitely feels like glass. Interesting. $24.99. Can't decide if I like that. I kind of do, but kind of don't. I don't know that it really screams Halloween to me, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. They also have this toad here with lots and lots of texture in the black with the gold paint accent on it. It is going to be $9.99. And you can see with my hand here, I can probably get both hands fully around it. They also have some cute little tea towels here. So they have this one in black, Bad to the Bone with the dancing skeletons for $8.99. And they have this one here. This is Bonjour for $12.99. All right, we also have some big fuzzy spiders with bendable legs here. Posable spider is what they're calling it. $24.99. Uses 2 AA batteries. Doesn't say the size on it though, but in terms of size, it's about 1.5 hands tall on there. And then the legs, like I said, they're posable, but you know, as they're wrapped up here, it's about 1 hand across, and they're about bent in half, more or less. They also have these little flock skeletons for $14.99. They're probably only 14 inches tall or so. They are posable. You can move their arms, legs, wrists, and feet there. And of course they have the creepy fabric, so the neon orange and green, and then more of the netted kind of more falling apart creepy fabric different texture here for $4.99 for these and $6.99 for the neon ones. These little glass pumpkins are really cute. They're $17.99. So you got the black and the white, the green and the black, and the orange and the black. They have another tea towel here that says trick or treat for $9.99. They also have this glow-in-the-dark ghost garland. It is 94 inches long, $12.99, with the ghosts in the different shapes in this neon green color, and it says it glows in the dark, so that's kind of cool. They also have this accordion bat garland here. It's 94 inches long. It's gonna look like that, so it looks like you get 5 of them. That is really cool. $12.99 for the pack. And they also have these glow-in-the-dark spooky eyes decal. Set of 12 is going to be $9.99. So you just peel and apply, and those are what they're going to look like. And they have their own version of the LED floating taper candles. You get a pack of 10, and they're white for $39.99. And here's another tea towel here. I think I like this one the best so far. This is $12.99. Yeah, I like that one. That's pretty cool. These, of course, have to be more decorative. They're not going to be usable, but they're really cute. And they've got some really bright neon taper candles here for $4.99 each. So that's actually a really good price. So I'm seeing the blood candles here in 2 colors. They're $4.99 each, and it's coming in green. And I guess this is their red version, although that looks brown to me, so I'm not quite sure about that. They also have these really small jars for candles here. They're $4.99 each. They are super tiny. See the ounces on here. Looks like they're just shy of 2.5 ounces in each one, but they got black licorice, sour grape, caramel apple, bubblegum, and candy corn. And then this little taper candle holder is so adorable. It's $9.99. It is ceramic. Really, really cute. I think that's a really kind of elegant way to do a candle holder. And then I love these. These are awesome. $5.99 each for these black spider taper candle holders. They also have these really cute ghost candles, and these are going to be $9.99 each. They got a nice little wiggle to them there. And they also have some striped taper candles. These are also going to be $9.99. So they come in that kind of purple burgundy, the dark olive green, and the classic orange. And then we have some little candle holders down here. So you got the little ceramic ghost here for $6.99. This little ghost, which is adorable, you can stick a tea light in there, and that's $9.99. And it is just about the size of my hand, maybe a little bit shorter. And then this little bat one I love. That is going to be $12.99 for the bat. They also have these kind of geometric prism ghosts and pumpkins here. So the ghost one is going to be $29.99. It's probably 18-20 inches tall. And then they have 2 sizes of the pumpkin, and so the large one here is 40. It's $39.99. And the small one, for comparison, the small one is $24.99, and it's a significant size reduction there. I'm also seeing these really cute witch ornaments. So you get the cauldron, a broom, a hat, and a shoe. So this pack of 4 is going to be $12.99. And then how cute is this little doggy? This is $9.99 for the little dog ghost. It is small. You can see it fits in the palm of my hand very well. Pretty small, and that is definitely resin, does not light up. And I wanted to see what this was. So this looks nesting dolls, Halloween nesting dolls. That's interesting. So you get the fox, the raccoon. I don't know what that third one is, or the 4th small one. And then is the last one a little skunk? So these little critters dressed up for Halloween. This can be $19.99, and yeah, you get the set of 5. That is really cute. For $7.99, they also have this beaded spider here. It's just a little piece of decor. And then it looks like they are trying to get you completely covered in the Hello Kitty department. So you have these glass coffee mugs for $12.99, and it's two-sided with the same image on both sides. You have these glass sippers for $9.99 each. And you have this version here. It's kind of, the glass is kind of pink in this case, $9.99, and the skeleton costume. Those are cute. And then they also have the cookie jar down here. So she has a spooky eyeball in her hair bow, and she's coming out of a little jack-o'-lantern. She is going to be $34.99. They also have these cute little cauldron mugs here for $7.99. There's no writing or anything on them, which I think is kind of perfect. And then they actually have the cauldron here as well. This is going to be $39.99. It has no dimensions on it here. So it is 11.8 inches in diameter by 7.7 inches tall, stoneware and metal. So that is cool. Again, no writing or anything on it, which again, to me, perfect. And you know, World Market is famous for their food items. I'm seeing a multicolored Halloween pasta here. This has no price on it. All right, so I will let you know if I can find out the price. Okay, now at this end cap, I love this countdown sign. This is going to be $29.99, and you just move the ghost along for the different numbers. Really cool. They also have their famous little felt critters out again, so they've got them in ornament form. $12.99 for a set of raccoon in a witch costume with a little witch hat on it. You have this little mouse here with the jack-o'-lantern and the bat. And you have a fox in a skeleton outfit with the jack-o'-lantern, and he does have a nice fluffy tail on him. And then we have this vampire critter here. What is it? It's a little gray cat. There's the little gray cat that you can see there. A little vampire outfit. That's cute. Then they have some cute little wood light up pieces. So the ice cream truck is $14.99, smaller than my hand here for size reference. And then they have the popcorn seller, again for size reference, smaller than my hand, and that's going to be $14.99 as well. Then they have this little graveyard scene. It's going to be $24.99. That one is actually longer than my hand, and it's about the same size as my hand if you factor in the branchy trees in the back of the scene. So hopefully you can see all that. This one is highly detailed. You got a whole scene inside there. Little skeletons in the yard, little tombstones on the side. Really cute. And then this one is a total throwback. This is going to be $39.99. And this is probably 14 inches or so across, maybe 10 tall at the top of the palm tree. And of course they had to have one more on the very bottom shelf. So this little haunted house is $39.99. That is beautiful. Little stained glass windows and the pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns out front. That is really cute. And that's probably maybe 10, 11 inches tall at the top point of this building here. There, and then across on the platform, it's probably 12, 13 inches, no more than 14, I would think, across on the bottom platform. Okay, this is the row I have been waiting to see. So we have this cute little table runner here, but can I just share these little tassels at the end? I mean, come on, how adorable is that? This is going to be $34.99. It is a 14-inch by 72-inch table runner, and it's just one-sided there. Really cute, nice kind of boucle fabric on the ghost, and then almost a linen feeling fabric here on the orange part. Okay, and then this is $7.99. It's just a decor pick. It's a little bouncy ghost here. The ghost is actually ceramic. They're really cute. And then these ramekins are adorable. These are $4.99 each. I would say it's probably a cup there. It's not that small. It's a good size. So you got the black one with the spider web and the orange one with the jack-o'-lantern face. I really wanted to see these two mugs in person, and I'm not disappointed. $7.99, and they are raised up images here. The black part is pushed back, and anything in ivory is kind of raised up there. The moon is raised up. The trees are raised up. Lots of dimension and texture on this one. On this one, it's just plain on the back with the speckles. So that one was $7.99. This one is also $7.99. The scene is a little bit different, but the way it's raised up is managed the same. This one has a little spooky house and a moon, the bat, and on the back it has the polka dots and some little grass and ground there and another bat. But $7.99 each for these. I think they're just absolutely adorable, and these might break my rule of no mugs for this year. Not gonna lie, might do it. We'll have to see. They also have some clear glass mugs in the black bats or the white ghosts, and these are going to be $9.99 each. These are hand wash only, not microwave safe, so that's a big no for me on those, but they're really cute, but I'm not going to deal with that. Also in the bat and the ghost, they have their icon glasses. They're $12.99 each. And again, these are hand wash only. So as much as I love the icon glasses, I don't buy them because I don't have time to hand wash all my dishes. They also have this really cute sipper here for $9.99. It is glass. And they have these glasses too. So it's the double walled glass. One has the black skull on the bottom and one has the white ghost. These are $14.99. Again, hand wash only for those. They also have these smaller mugs. These are more espresso size mugs in the ghost and the jack-o'-lantern. These are going to be $6.99 each. And these have matching plates that go with them as well. So these are more of like an appetizer size plate. So there's the ghost and there's the jack-o'-lantern. I think these are so cute. $7.99, microwave and dishwasher safe. So yay on that. Here's another tea towel that we haven't seen yet. This is $12.99. So cute. This adorable little salt and pepper shaker set is $12.99. So the ghost is one piece and the cauldron is the other. And this adorable 3-stack of pumpkins is made out of metal. It is painted orange on the inside and it does light up. And it takes batteries here, 3 AA batteries. Let's see, the price is going to be $29.99 for that. But I love that. That is so cool. They also have the beaded table runner. This is going to be $44.99 for that matching table runner. So pretty. This haunted house is so nice. It's made out of metal. It's extremely lightweight. It has a door on the back. Has a door on the back that you can put in your own little tea light. That is going to be $39.99, so $40 for that. They have this pumpkin-shaped pasta in the black and orange. That is going to be $5.99 a bag. And the pasta we saw earlier with the shapes is going to be $3.49, so that's not bad. They also have these bow ties in black and white for $6.99. And then the names of these pasta sauces, you guys, are cracking me up. So they're both $6.99. You have Vampire Defense Garlic Tomato Pasta Sauce. And you have Ghost Goo Alfredo with Truffle Pasta Sauce. Both are made in Italy. I think they're great names, and I may end up picking one up. We have a mini ghost waffle maker here for $12.99. And for $29.99, we have the skull mold cake pan here. It has 6 skull molds on each one. I had to move these to another location because I couldn't reach them on the bottom shelf. So the smaller one here is going to be $29.99. These are both going to light up. This taller one is also $29.99. Let me give the hand test. So it's going to be 2 hands up on the large one and just 1 hand up on the small one. These are adorable. They're extremely lightweight for what they are. I mean, they have a little bit of weight. They're not going to fly away or anything like that. But these are adorable. If I didn't have pumpkins for days, this is something I think I would pick up, both of them. They're just that good, in my opinion. Also for $44.99, they have this beaded table runner. It's probably 3.5 feet long here with all the different cats and the jack-o'-lanterns. That one is so precious. Okay, we have a couple more espresso size mugs here with a little cat on this, and this is $6.99, same as the black ones we saw earlier. And then you have the witch hat option, and then the plates are the same. One comes in a witch hat and one comes with the little cat. And these are $7.99, microwave and dishwasher safe for this collection, which I love. There's another tea towel. This is going to be $12.99. So cute. Another icon glass with the pumpkins, $12.99. And then we have some sponge holders. So we have the little black jack-o'-lantern for $7.99. And then you have the little black cat with the orange pumpkin for $7.99. And then you have this little cat figurine here. This is going to be $12.99 for her. They also have some little ghost mugs or shaped mugs here. So $7.99 for this one. Dishwasher and microwave safe. That's great. They also have these 2 mugs. These are smaller than a regular size mug. Again, you kind of see in my hand. I'd say it's a little smaller, larger than an espresso mug, but definitely smaller than a regular coffee mug. They're both $8.99. You got the mummy dog or the ghost cat. Both are just really adorable. They also have this set of coasters here. It says skeleton pets. The top one is a cat. I'm guessing the second one is a dog, and they alternate. So there's the back side. You can get the shape of the dog. So it looks like you get 2 cats and 2 dogs in there. And this set is going to be $14.99. How cute is this little cat cookie jar? It is $34.99. You got his tail peeking out underneath as well as his front paws there. So stinking cute. It's only, I'd say, 10 inches or so tall. It's not the largest cookie jar that I've seen. It's not dinky either. Super cute though. I love the features on this. I like that they didn't make it too childish or cartoony, so it really applies to all ages. Really nice done, and it is ceramic. They also have this glass tumbler here. Now the glass itself is like a purpley pink iridescent color, and then it has the black cat dressed as a ghost in different positions with little black stars all over it. $14.99 for this one. They also have a couple of aprons here. This one is $29.99 and has the cat face on the front, and the pockets are like paws. And then it comes with an orange chef's hat with cat ears on it. How cute is that? I think that's absolutely adorable. $29.99 for that one. And this one I kind of wanted to see in person because it caught my eye online. So this one is only $19.99, and the skirt is satin. The orange part is just, it's all stitched together. The orange part is just satin. Here we go, this part's open on the bottom. Just a nice satin piece with the black bats, and then you have this tulle over it. The only thing that is making me pause on this is that it's a spot clean only, so you can't throw it in the washing machine or anything. And when I cook and bake, and something to spot clean is not going to cut it for me. But Yeah, still kind of thinking about it, but I'm probably going to end up passing on it. They also have their own version of the rattan bat. This is $19.99. It's much larger than the ones I've seen at Home Goods, and it does have a wire frame underneath it. But you can see it's kind of more spaced out, or holy, if you will, on the wings and the way it is just made. But it's pretty cool. It's probably a 2-inch wingspan, or 2-foot wingspan on that. And then they have this 4-foot garland that says spooky. It's $14.99. I just love that they incorporated all their colors on something like this. I think that's really cool. And they have this knit treat bag for $9.99. It is on the smaller size. There's also this witch hat garland. Does it say how long it is? 4 foot for that too, $14.99. You get the little black witch hats, and it does have little orange tassels on the end. Then this one is $19.99 with the beaded moths. How pretty is that? And it's just, and it has stars, so it alternates different moths, different star patterns. Okay, that's pretty cool. And what did I say that was? $19.99, 5 feet on that. This next one is a 3-foot wool garland with icons, $19.99. So you have the bat, the little palms, the jack-o'-lantern, the ghost, the monster, spider, and then the palms and the tassel. This one is going to be 6-foot wool cat palm garland, $14.99. So you've got the palms and the cat, and you got the purple, green, and ivory. And you have different cats all the way across it there. So that's kind of cute. And then this next one is a 6-foot wool icon palm garland, $14.99. And the icons are almost like a little palm themselves. So you got the cat, the jack-o'-lantern. Is it just the cat and jack-o'-lantern? Looks like it, all the way across. And then this one is more of like a flag banner style. This is a 6-inch ghost bunting garland. This one is also $14.99, and it's gonna have all the different ghosts on it here. That's really cute. I love that it's black and white, of course. They have a really cool witch's broom here. Let's get a price. $19.99. So they have this witch's broom for $19.99. It's probably 4 feet tall, and that is covered in glitter. And it just has a simple black handle on it. But the glitter, you guys, my nemesis. So it goes back in the bucket. They have a couple of wind chimes too. So this one is going to be $34.99. Has the black cat on top, the jack-o'-lantern, and then it's just all black and just has this little black piece on the bottom. I scored last year after Halloween, and it was weeks after Halloween on clearance. I got one of these. It just didn't have the black cat on it. Then this one here with the skull is $34.99. Super intricate on the carving. It is carved into it. And then you have the wood pieces here that are just painted to look more like wood. And then that single piece down at the bottom. So cute. Now this barware here is one reason I ran to World Market today. This wine glass. Now I don't drink like at all ever. It's just a personal choice. And this wine glass, I have to have it. I'm not as keen on these little glasses. These are $12.99. They're cute, but I don't think I want to get those. But the wine glass I definitely want. I was hoping to grab 2. I'm only seeing 1, so I am going to grab the 1. But yeah, this one is a hand wash only, and it won't be an exception to my rule. And if you go to a Halloween party, this makes an excellent hostess gift. It's only $15.99 if you're a member. It's free to sign up for their membership. You just get points, and then you can get extra coupons and dollars off on future purchases. Definitely worth it. Even if you're an occasional shopper at World Market, I recommend. So this cab, I've gifted this a couple times. It gets rave reviews. They say it tastes really good. So there you go on that. And if a cab isn't your style, they have all sorts of other wines here that are in the theme of the holidays here, which is Brew, 19 Crimes, Spooky Juice. You got all sorts of different ones, Gnarly Head, Freak Show. So all different price points. They also have these cute little Halloween sweaters that you can put over your bottles of wine. This one's $12.99. Let's get Halloweird. And this one says, I need to unwind. And it is $12.99 as well. Gotta make sure I take my glass with me as we move along. $5.99 here for this spider legs little glass bottles here. So they got spider legs, they have bat wings elixir, and powdered skull. And these are probably 5 inches tall. You can see the size with my hand there. And this, if you have a bar cart, or again, this would be a good hostess gift. Witchy cocktails, over 65 recipes in here. It looks like it's $16.99 for that. And then they have a bag of eyeballs for $7.99. Those are kind of creepy. These little different eyeballs. Where could I use those? They're kind of fun. That's interesting. Kind of like those. They also have an icon decanter here. It says $29.99 with a skull and crossbones. That's really pretty, and that has a nice weight to it. They do their barware really well. It's always such good quality. I like that. And they have a mushroom skull as well. This is $29.99. It is smaller than the one I've seen at Home Goods. Kind of give you a hand for reference here. But also, I think it has more detail and more mushrooms than the ones I've seen at Home Goods. So I guess you're weighing your pros and cons on that. Now, this is a candelabra that I adore. This is $39.99. This holds 4 candles, it looks like, on the branch. And it is made of, feels like metal. These mugs here are pretty cool. They kind of have a bone shape on the handle. They are a clear iridescent. They're going to be $6.99 each. They also have these flocked skulls down here. I love the colors that they have on these. They're going to be $16.99 each. This beautiful purple, the black, and then the moss green. Absolutely love the color palette for these 3. And for $49.99, they have another beaded runner here. This is the same size as the other one, probably 3.5 feet long, with all of the different potions and snakes and insects and stuff on it. And for $12.99, they have another tea towel here with the skull and the botanicals coming out of the top. And I wanted to share these wine bottles with you as well. These are $24.99 as the member price. There's cab, looks like they're all cabs, different kinds of cabs, but the packaging is absolutely stunning, and that's what I wanted to share with you. Speaking of packaging, check this bottle out. This one's also $24.99. Doesn't say the name that I can easily see, but that packaging is so cute. For $49.99, they have this glittered bat LED tree that's gonna look like that. That is really cool. I wish they had one on display so we could see it in the reel. And for $24.99, they have these glitter LED lit branches. Lots of glitter on those, and they're pretty tall. I say that whole box is about 3.5 feet tall. And for $89.99, they have a Weepy Willow LED tree. I don't see any sizes on these. Here we go. 6 foot on the willow tree. Okay, I searched the box, and this is going to be 4 foot tall. They also have this skeleton wreath here. This is going to be $34.99. They have this hanging figure here. It does not light up. It's going to be $29.99. It's the ghost with the jack-o'-lantern, and he's pretty tall. And if you carry count all the strands of his cloth down there. He's probably 5 feet tall. They also have a 5-foot posable skeleton. I don't see any way to light it up, so it's just a skeleton, $59.99, so $60 for him. And next to him, we have this creepy witch. Check out her face. She is gonna be $29.99, 70-inch green witch. Looks like she's just a hanging figure as well, and just drapes down the bottom. And then they have this one here. It's $9.99 for a hanging skull. So it's just the skull head and has some fabric draping down. So it's got all sorts of fabrics on it and such, but it's just the skull head. And then we have this lady as well. She's gonna be $39.99, 4-foot animated shaking figure. So seems like she has some animation, probably requires batteries. That's gonna be her. And then they have this guy, 6-foot animated pumpkin, $39.99. And his dressing goes all the way down. He's kind of creepy. They also have this pack of 3D paper monarchs. Looks like it's a set of 24 for $9.99. It looks like they have this paper garland here. It'll look like this. And that is $14.99, and it's an 8-foot garland. And for $39.99, we have this 6-foot light up mystical skeleton. So there's the face. It does have a crystal ball with it, and all the fabric, the dress on it there. For $19.99, they have what they're calling the angel girl figure. So that's her face, and she's dressed all in white. She's not that long. There's no measurement on here, but I guess she's about 3 feet long. Same with her, she's about 3 feet long. They're calling her button eye girl figure. $19.99 for her as well. So there's the two of them. And there's one more that I see here. It's a 35-inch peekaboo animated ghost, $39.99. So I'm wondering if the pumpkin moves over and above its head, and it's just the ghost dress on it. That is cute. I'm also seeing a couple more wreaths here. This one is going to be $34.99. It has these really pretty butterflies on it in black, and it looks like, I was gonna say it looks like it lights up, but I think the wire I'm just seeing is from the butterflies on it. How pretty is that? I think that's gorgeous, save for all the glitter. And then they have this one here, $34.99, and the orange and black. That's stunning. And they also have this wreath here with the cat. That's gonna be $39.99, and that's a wood chip style wreath. They also have this metal wreath here with the ghosts. It is $24.99 for this one. This bat garland is really cute. It's metal bats, and they're strung on a wire, and that's $12.99, 4 foot long. And the bats are in different sizes, which is kind of cool. They have this neon light up sign here for $49.99 that says "Stay Spooky." They also have this pumpkin and witch hat string light, or pumpkins in a witch hat string lights. Looks like there's 20 on here, and the length is, what's the lighted length? 106 inches. And so this is going to be $24.99 for these. I love this. It kind of gives that blow mold vintage kind of look to it. That's really cool. I like those a lot. And they have this tree here that lights up, but it has candy corn lights on it, which is kind of cute. So it's going to come in a box like this. That's what you're going to want to look for. It's, what did I say it was? $44.99. Really kind of cute. So they have a 24 lights, height 2 feet. So yeah, they also have another version. It's $34.99. It's just a traditional spooky LED tree. This one lights up in purple, has 35 lights on it. It's also 2 feet, so it's going to be the same height as this one, but it is a little bit less expensive, probably because of the novelty light bulbs they use for this versus just the standard light bulbs. That's cute. They also have these friendly ghosts string light. These happy little friendly ghosts. It looks like you get 20. Takes batteries. $24.99 for this one. And just to say how long it is, 110 inches for that. And then I'm also seeing these smaller string lights. Skull micro LED string lights. Total length 86.6 inches. $12.99 for the skulls. Also seeing it in the little pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns, $12.99 for those. Is going to have the same amount and length. This I thought was pretty cool. So they have the Metal Crow LED string lights as a set of 10 and 78 inches in length, $24.99 for those. Also see this spider willow LED garland. It has 54 purple LED lights, 82.9 inches, and it's going to be $29.99. They have a couple other neon signs here. So this one's $50, $49.99. You get the skull. It lights up in white, and it is a 15.5 by 10.5 inch light. And same price, $50 or $49.99. You have the ghost. It lights up in white, and it's going to be 17.5 by 13.4, so almost 13.5 inches for the ghost neon light. And lastly, we're going to go through the little boneyard section that they have here. So I think we already looked at the 5-foot skeleton. He's posable for $60, $59.99. And they have this little skeleton dog for $24.99. See, he is a little bit taller than my hand, and if you factor in his tail, he's probably about 2 hands across that way. They have these glow-in-the-dark peace sign yard stakes, and that's going to be $7.99 for that. And they also have it with the thumbs up. It's going to be glow-in-the-dark and the same price. They have the flamingo skeleton yardstake for $34.99. And for these tiny little ones, let's see, we got a frog, $7.99. We have a butterfly, $4.99. We have a dog, I'm guessing is $7.99. Is that a dog or is that a rat? I'm looking at the ears here and the teeth. I think it's a rat. And then we have a little alligator, $7.99 for that. They have a scorpion for $7.99. We saw the frog, and they have a spider. The spider is going to be $7.99. And they have a hanging bat for $7.99 as well. You can hang it by his feet there. They curve backwards. Going back over and making sure I didn't miss anything, and I missed this casket tray. It's going to be $19.99. It's made out of wood. And I would say it's probably, 16 inches tall, 11 inches wide by 2.4 inches deep. That's really cute. It has cutouts as handles there for you to carry it easily. But that was really cute. I'm going to come back and do the fall section, but I wanted to share these with you since pumpkins kind of cross over fall and Halloween. These glass mugs here, they're a larger mug. They're $14.99 with the pumpkin icon on it. And they also have the glass bowls. Oh, that's heavy. $12.99 for the bowl. And then they have the double-walled glass as well for $14.99. They also have this treat bag here. It's more of that kind of plastic-coated type of bag here. It's going to be $3.99 for this one. Reusable tote bag says Happy Halloween with all the ghost dogs on the front. And is it two-sided? It is two-sided. Oh look, and then they have one with the cats. Happy Halloween with the cats, also two-sided. Those are cute. Now this isn't with the Halloween stuff, but I thought that it is appropriate to share this with you for these little cocktail spoons. I love little charms on them. This is going to be $17.99 for the set of 3. They also have this marble surfboard here for $34.99 with the moons and stars all around. They also have these smaller glasses with the gold snakes. Hopefully you can kind of see that snake on there. And these are going to be $5.99 each for those. Kind of see it better that way. And then these coasters I thought were really cute. $19.99, and it looks like they're all in different colors maybe. So they're showing a purple one and a black one. So maybe they're different colors. They also have this cheese knife set here. Again, with those really pretty kind of decals on them. These are $19.99 for the set of 3. And they have this metal tray here with the eye and the stars. And that's going to be $24.99 for the tray. They also have this blood candle here. It's a 3-inch by 6-inch pillar candle. It's going to be $8.99. There's some really cute earrings here for $7.99. So we have the skeletons, the spiders, and the cats are $7.99. The little ghosts are $5.99. And then these Day of the Dead skulls are $7.99. And this little stack of stretchy bracelets is going to be $9.99 for those. And it looks like there's a couple of different colors. So there's this pack as well. Those are $9.99. And then this pin is going to be $9.99. Okay, and that is going to do it for our trip into World Market today to look at all the Halloween. I am going to break my no mugs roll and grab these 2 here. I'm also grabbing the one wine glass with a bat on it. I'm going to try and hit another store and get a second one so we can have a pair at home. Thank you again for joining me today. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in the next one.